All right, Khan Shalom to the 12 shots scattered abroad, Brother Kalak.
Brother Kazak.
Right, before any word is uttered, we give honor and glory and praise to the Most High God.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai. Right, so the Spirit was on us to do a lesson titled The Most High. Right, the Most High God, Yahweh, is about that action. Right? So we're just going to go through the Spirit and go through the precepts. Right, and Lord willing, our brothers and sisters having a mighty feast of dedication. Right, we know brothers and sisters keeping it in this season. So we're going to get straight to it. I'm going to start with 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse number 3. Right, the Lord said, talk no more exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Right, so the Most High is about action. Now we put forth the we have faith, but without faith without works is dead. So you can have faith that the Lord is going to deliver you in the times you're coming into, but if you don't if you don't actually do the action, then ain't nothing gonna happen. And Lord willing, we're gonna get to account since we're in the feast of dedication about the Maccabees. So the Lord said he would deliver us, but we have to do the action and know the faith that the Lord is gonna deliver us. So with that, I'm gonna get James 2. If you want precept, just I'm gonna get James 2. Because it's written how the righteous is gonna be delivered. But if we don't move or put forth that action, then we're not gonna be delivered. The Lord said that. We can't doubt in the times we're coming into. James chapter 2 and I'm gonna start at just verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have not works, can faith save him? So it's written in the scriptures numerous times, countless times, how the elect is going to be delivered. Of course, it doesn't say how, but if you don't put forth the work in the times you're coming into, you're not going to be delivered. So you got to think Esau's coming. The Lord said you got to be a pilgrim on the earth. And you got faith when Esau's coming, but you don't do anything about it. You just ball up in the corner and say the Lord gonna save me. Now, could he save you? Yeah, he could save you. But if you just balled up in the corner, I mean, it's not gonna go well for you in the times you come into. We're gonna have to do some things. It's written that the elect it's written that the saints shall take the kingdom. Now we're gonna have to get our hands dirty in the times you're coming into. Yep. Same way the Maccabees did. Yep. Killing thousands of men. Right, doing what they got to do for the Most High. But I'm gonna continue on though. Verse number 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, and be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? So that's what the Lord is saying. You just send somebody out in the cold, and you just say be warm, and you know damn well they need a coat. Right. It's the same way when the Lord is saying, you gotta have to have actions behind what you're doing. You have to put forth the work. So it's not gonna profit somebody if you send them out in the cold. So when the Lord said have faith and works, you're gonna have to do things. The Lord's gonna put the power and the spirit on you to do things. And I got that Lord willing, we get to that too in Isaiah. But I'm gonna read 2 more. You got a precept? I'm gonna read 2 more. Verse 17. Even so, faith, if they have not works, is dead, being alone. So right, if you got faith. But if you don't have works, you're going to get put to death in the times you're coming into. Verse 18. Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. And that's why these accounts are written for our learning today. Because the Maccabees brothers, they had faith, but they put forth their work, and they trusted in the Most High and understood very well that strength comes from the heavens. That's what we got to know in the last days. Go ahead, you got it.
And if you don't put forth that work, then there's no point. That's what the Christians do. The Christians say they got faith all day, but they don't go put in the work, man.
Right.
So what's the point? If you say you're gonna go to the gym or something, you gotta put forth the work. Or it don't even count, right? But it's the book of 2 Thessalonians 3 and verse number 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that any would not work, neither should he eat. So if you don't work, and you're not going to be able to eat, man. If you don't pick forth that work and do them laborers' works, and you're not going to eat. The Most High said, my servant shall eat, man. So you got to be serving him now. Paying forth that work, man. Paying forth the actions, you know. If you're not paying forth that actions, and you're not going to eat during the, when it's a famine out here, man.
Right.
You ain't going to be able to eat. You're going to be out there, man, starving and hungry, you know? So we got to put forth that work. Like the brother said, you can't be in Jacob's trouble And then now you getting all scared. You might have to, like the brother said, you might have to do things, man. You might have to put people down. You got to put them actions in, man. You can't just say I got faith. What is that gonna do? You just and then Esau break down the damn door and you just say I got faith. Just put your hands. I got faith.
I got faith. Esau gonna say, "Oh, you got faith."
You got faith, huh? You know. So
you gonna say you better effing not.
right. You know. Hey, so you gotta it's like you're on the voice, man. But you gotta put forth that work, man. Again, so I'm gonna read that one more time. 2 Thessalonians 3 and verse number 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that any would not work, neither should he eat. So you gotta put forth that work again. You can't be like that slothful man. The slothful man that said a lion is in the way. You know, people gonna do that, man. People gonna say the lion's in the way. They gonna make excuses not to work. But guess what? We in the last days, hey, we gotta work, man. Us being men, hey, we gotta work in the last days. We gotta put forth the hard actions and do the hard things in the last days, man. You got it.
Come on, let me get that in Nehemiah.
Yep.
As we build this third temple, the spiritual temple, that Amalek claimed he's been building for almost a decade now, that the Lord not gonna have him build, because the men of the Lord are building the spiritual temple. We have to have a mind to work in the last days. Let me get that in Nehemiah. And brothers do, but we need more laborers into this vineyard, so we could go home. And we don't gotta keep the tabernacles or the feast of dedication in a strange land no more.
God, go
ahead.
That's what me and my wife was talking about that today. We was talking about only if our people could just do this work, man.
Right.
Only if our people could just keep the commandments, and we'll go home, man. We'll get out of here, man. If it wasn't for the slothful brothers, we'll be out of here, man. The brothers are saying, well, I'm just gonna watch the brothers on the videos. I'm gonna sit at home. If you just came out there and did the work, we'll be out of here even faster, man.
Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse number 6. So we built the wall, and the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. Right, and we had a mind. We brothers in this thing now, and sisters put forth they hand, have a mind to work to build up the kingdom of heaven. Right, we truly put our brick in. Lord willing, we're accounted faithful. But the thing is, this wall would have never got built in the time of Nehemiah, Ezra's, if the people just had faith that the wall would be built. They had to literally put their hand to the plow, and that's what we do, going out and teaching, warning Israel that the Lord's getting ready to make His second coming, putting forth our showing our faith by our works, which you got to continuously do, suffer patiently until the second coming of Mashiach Yahushua, which is right around the corner. But I'm gonna get First Maccabees chapter 2. What Mattathias commanded his sons. He went through a mighty account on what a little summary of our forefathers, and they all had faith, but they had works as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna start at First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse number 49. Now when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, Now hath pride and rebuke gotten strength, and the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. So he told them to be zealous. And he was telling them to get their lives because he understood that there was heathen, right, in our trying to defile the temple, to murder our people. Same thing happening right now. Verse number 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor in the everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phinehas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Joshua, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received heritage of the land. Now I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse number 64. Wherefore, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain mercy. So he went through account all our forefathers. They all had faith, but they put forth their works. Joshua, right, coming up after Moses, David. So we all had works in the last days. This is what we have to have. Works, and we got to put forth that action. Because again, the Most High is about action. There's war on the earth because the Most High God is a man of war. The Lord is about action. I'm going to get one more, and you go ahead. I'm going to go to Joshua. Because after Moses gave up the spirit, what did Joshua command? And the point is, too, knowing that the Lord is going to, anything we do in sincerity and righteousness, the Lord is going to have it prosper. Joshua chapter 1 and verse number 7. I'll start at 6. Joshua 1 and 6 and 7. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land, which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. And brothers have to notice that what we put forth our hand to do, the Most High through Yahweh Shai is going to have it prosper. When all hell breaks loose, when it really hits the fan, because we don't, hey, tonight's the so-called New Year. All hell's getting ready to break loose in Babylon the Great and across very different parts of the world. So the Lord's not putting this, it's time to put forth action in the last days. What you got?
And the brother brought up a point. Brother said, right, the brother said, like, this is the facts right here. I think about this, like, the Most High said, the Most High about action. If the Most High wasn't putting forth the action and destroying our enemies, then it don't really work. We have to have a God of action, so we got to put forth action. We want to be like Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, he put forth action. He went out there and teach the people. He did the work, man. It was days where he didn't even get to sleep. He was putting forth all that action, man. So if we being followers of Christ, and we got to put forth that action, man. We got to do that work. That same labor is hard, labor is work, man. Right? So let me get this in the book of 1 Timothy 5 and verse number 8. It says, but if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his house, of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Hey, so you don't want to be that guy, man. That's worse than an infidel, man. So you gotta really do this work, man. Like the brother brought out in Nehemiah, and we built the wall, man. Multiple accounts our forefathers put that work in, right? And I'm gonna get this account real quick. First Samuel, right? What did the Most High say? He said, "Go take the land of Canaan, man." That's action. That's not faith.
Right.
That's well, of course we gotta have faith, but we can own action right now, man.
Right.
But it's the book of 1 Samuel 15 and verse number 3. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that he have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant, suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Right? So the Most High told Saul to go smite Amalek, man. Go smite them, man. That's action. That's straight action right there. The Lord about that action, man. He about the smoke, man. He said, I'm a man of war. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name, man.
Right.
You know? So the Lord, he deals with this, man. He deals with men that's not talking. Like the brother brought out in 1 Timothy 2 and 3. Talk no more exceedingly proudly, man. The Lord he deals with action. By him, actions are weighed. So how you going to say that and then he not going to be at the Lord? Look what the Lord doing on the earth, man. Lord got wars on the earth. The Lord got pestilence on the earth, man. The Lord brought up famines, you know. So the Lord working, man, in the last days, man. The Lord waking up the Israelites. You know, the Lord doing all these things, man. So when it's time for us to put the action in, and we must do it, man. When it's time for you to be, we got to put the childish things away, right? So when I was a child, I did childish things. But when I became a man, you got to put them childish things away and do men-like stuff. Men put in action. Men don't talk, man. Men don't just do a whole bunch of talking. That's what girls do. Men put action in.
Can you get that scripture that was in the chat? Is it the one I just put in the chat? Right, just to prove that the Lord, again, to furthermore hammer the point home that the Most High is about action.
You want to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 41 and 10. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand. See, all your anger enemies lie there, confused and humiliated. Anyone who opposes you will die and come to nothing. You will look in vain for those who try to conquer you. those who attack you will come to nothing.
Right, they're gonna come to nothing, and that's the promises to us that's putting forth this labor and knowing that the Lord's about that action. How are they gonna come to nothing? The Lord just gonna snap his fingers, they're gonna disappear.
Right.
No, the Lord gonna put them to death. Now, how he chooses to do it? Well, it's written that the Lord is gonna use his vengeance, take his vengeance out on his enemies through his men. The Lord said, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war." Let me get that. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse number 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. So that sounds like action to me. That sounds like the Lord is ready to do things. Through his men, he's going to break in pieces these kingdoms and these nations, which they're weak and feeble anyway. That's why they don't want us to come to the knowledge of the truth. Well, they didn't want us to come to the knowledge of the truth. But the Lord said everything in his time, and then we in that time. They didn't want us to know that we came from the Maccabees. They want us to think that we came from, they want us to look up to Tupac and Biggie and Jay-Z. That's what they want us to look up to, not Judas and Simon and Jonathan. But I got another one, Judges chapter 3 and verse number from the top. Now these are the nations which Yahweh left to prove Israel by them, even as many of Israel was Salakia, many of Israel as had not known all the wars of Canaan. So the Lord left nations just to prove us and or to teach us how to kill and how to fight and how to wage war when the enemy comes in like a flood, right? And that's the spirit, because I'm gonna segue right into that. Because the enemy's getting ready to come in like a flood. And we're living in a time like never before, like the Lord said. And knowing, you have to know how the Lord delivered our forefathers. That you have to know that the Lord is about that. If you don't know the Lord is about the action, then who you gonna call on? You might as well be calling on Jesus in that day.
Yeah.
If you don't know that the God of the Bible get down for his people and he'll defend his people and he kills for his people. He killed the firstborn of Egypt for his people. He didn't just do that in Exodus. The Lord wants us to have faith in him. So the Lord always, he said, matter of fact, let me get that, Micah. Right, the Lord said, what more, testify against me. So the Lord proved himself to us. Now it's time for us to prove ourselves to him. And so we got to have action. Let me get that, Micah. I believe it's Micah 6. Come on, Micah 6 and verse number 2. Hear ye, O mountains, Yahweh's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth. For the Most High hath a controversy with his people, and he will plead with Israel. O my people, what have I done unto thee, and wherein have I wearied thee? Testify against me. So the Lord said, look, I showed them that I'm about action. I showed them, I can't show them no more. So what more can I show them? Now it's time for us to show the Heavenly Father, right, and Yahweh Shai, that we're about that action as well. Right, we're going to continue to go out and teach if the Lord permit. Continue to do these lessons if the Lord permit. Continue to pray, fast, and exhort one another and love one another in sincerity and in truth to show the Lord we about that action. Because the Lord waiting on us to get sealed. The Lord's waiting on us to do this work. Now the Lord, whenever you get that decree, it is what it is. But we have to put forth that action. Because the Lord proved himself to us countless times. But let me get that, what I have. Okay, come. Isaiah chapter 59 and verse number 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So the Lord is going to do things. The Lord is going to do spiritual things through his men. And we have to know that. Now, what that is, we don't know, but we know the accounts that Elijah ran faster than 2 horses. We know that spiritual things was happening. Many things, right? Many things that was happening that our forefathers was doing. We know that King David bent the bow of steel, jumped over a wall. We know that things like this was happening. And we know that a time like never before is coming. So it's going to be the most destruction on the earth, the most death on the earth, and the most spiritual things going to be happening on the earth. But you have to know that the Lord is about action, or you're not going to know. Hey, just reading, action is reading these words. Some brothers and sisters may not read as much as they're supposed to be doing. So you got to read, and it's all for exhortation, that show you that the Lord is about action, we got to put forth that action as well. Got precept?
Yeah, that's the Most High said all these things were ran for our learning.
Right. Right.
That, through the scriptures we might have comfort.
Right.
Because when we read the scriptures, you see multiple things the Most High putting in work, man. The Most High killing our enemies before us, man. The Most High sending the angels down, sending the chariots.
Right.
Right? So we see all the ways that the Most High work. But this Romans 10 and verse number 14, as the brother said, the Most High proved himself already to us, man. He did everything for us. He gave us everything. He delivered us. He gave us our land, He destroyed enemies for us.
Commandments.
Right? Gave us the commandments. Right? So now it's us. It's time for us to prove ourselves to Him. So this is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse number 14. How then shall they call on Him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in Him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So there's no way in hell we're going to get out of this place if we don't go out there and teach. We don't go out there and do that work, man. We don't go out there and put forth action, So the only way they're going to hear is if someone teaches them, man.
Right.
How the people going to wake up, man? That's why when Simon asked, he said, he asked Yahushua, you know I love you. He said, hey, feed my sheep, man.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Come. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way we're going to get out of here. We feed the sheep.
Can I add a point?
Yeah, come.
Imagine if you tell Yahushua you love him and you don't feed the sheep.
Right.
You just got the food. You
Right.
got the faith, which is the food.
Right, yeah.
But the sheep gonna die.
Right.
You got the food and
Right.
the sheep see the food, so that's kind of like torture.
Yeah.
They see it's something different about us. They see the light
Yeah.
about us.
Yeah,
So they see the food, but we just don't give them it. That's wicked.
That's a good point.
That's
Right.
wicked. That's wicked.
Just leaving the sheep to die.
Yeah, because Jake in the world, when we see our people in the world, they look at us and they know something different.
Mhm.
Well, we got to deal with these people. So they say, well, like tonight, y'all going out tonight, y'all partying? No, we doing a lesson, or we staying in. We watching the prophecies. You gotta be all things to all men.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna say we not joined unto this world.
Right.
So they like, well, something's different about it.
Right.
Because we got that food, and if we don't give it to them, we send them to the slaughter willingly.
Yeah.
John chapter 21 and verse number, I'm going to get straight to the last one. John 21 verse number 16. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
You see that? So we got to feed the sheep. You don't just feed the sheep by thinking about it. Like, you got to go out there and you got to feed the sheep, man. You literally got to get up, get up behind the keyboard. And you got to feed the sheep, man.
Right.
So again, the Most High, He's about action, man.
And can I add a point too?
Yeah, absolutely.
By brothers keep harping on to tell brothers to go on and teach, that's what got me out to teach.
Mm-hmm.
To tell brothers you got to be about
Yeah.
that action. That's
Mhm.
ultimately what did the Lord put His Spirit on brothers to get on other brothers that was maybe
Yeah.
on the fence to go out and teaching. That's what got me out there.
Right.
And that's really the spirit of Yahushua doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we gotta be about that action.
Yeah. Because if you're not, imagine if the brothers wasn't doing that. If they wasn't exhorting you.
Nobody would ever came. You'd have gone,
Yeah.
I'm good. You would have got complacent just
Yeah.
watching the videos.
Fell
Yeah.
back into the world.
Fell back into the world.
See that?
Yep.
So you have to, it's vital, man.
Right.
You got to feed the sheep. So this, Slakia, this second Ezra, chapter 1, and verse number 10. Many kings I have destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants, and all his power have I smitten down. All the nations have I destroyed before them. And in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even of Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. You see that? The Most High, He working, man. Even in the last days, the Most High is paying in all the work, man.
Right.
All we gotta do is sit here and really just watch the Most High work, man.
I got preset for you.
So our God is He's all about action, man. If we want to talk about smoke and action, our God is about it, man. That, where do you think Jake get it?
Yeah.
Where they get that from? That term from?
Right.
He not about that smoke.
Right. It's
He not about that action.
right.
Cause that's our God, man.
Right. Oh, you want the precept?
Yeah, our God created that thing, man. Our God is the author of that, man.
His spirit in us.
Yeah.
Even though we use it on the left hand side now.
Yep.
We use it to kill each other, but really, that warrior-like spirit that go on like Chicago, all the major cities, that energy, that spirit's supposed to be directed towards our enemies, not towards each other.
Right.
Actually,
because like you gotta imagine that. Imagine all the brothers in Chicago on one accord, man, serving the Most High. That would be a mighty army, man.
They taking down any army.
Yeah, they taking down any army, man. Cause they not afraid to die.
Right.
Them niggas not afraid to die.
They laugh at death.
Yeah.
They say aha.
Yep. They made a covenant with death.
Yep. Exodus 14:14. Yahweh shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Yep.
And that's plain.
Yeah. How we're gonna fight for us, and we're gonna hold our peace. Man.
Right. Fight.
Right. Fight.
Action. Right. Fight.
Action word, man.
Right.
So again, every fight, you gotta put forth this action in the last days, man, and do the work, man. You know, do the work, cause you like it's like that quote we always talk about. You have either the regret of discipline and doing the work. It's like not the regret, the pain of discipline, or you got the pain of what is it?
Regret.
A regret. And the pain of regret is worse, man.
Yep.
That pain of regret, you know how you feel. You get depressed, man. You be like, damn, I should just did it. So just go ahead and do it, man. If it's on your spirit, if you want to do videos, do the video, man. It is your time to do a video. This your time. If you want to stop eating pork, stop eating pork, man. It's your time to put forth that action, man. Everyone said they love God, you know, but who's really doing the actions, man? That's gonna set the difference between the righteous and the unrighteous, man. The people that's doing and the people that's not doing, you know. The people that's putting the action in, and you can clearly see the difference, you know. You can see the difference between the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Israelite men that's out there in the highways and byways, man. You can see the difference, man. As soon as you look at them, they start running, you know. So it's a big difference when you're doing this work, man. When you're keeping the commandments, the Most High give you a bold spirit, man. He make you like a lion, you know. You don't want to be like a damn cat, you know. You want to be a warrior, man. So doing the actions is very important. You got a precept?
Yeah, I'm trying to find where the Lord said He ransomed nation for us.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
I think it's in Isaiah. I believe it's in Isaiah. Might be in Jeremiah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's it. 43 and what?
And 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse number 4. Since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee and people for thy life. Can you get that NLT, Bible Show?
Let me see.
Therefore will I give men for thee and people for thy life. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the end of the earth. So the Lord said, hey, just by Him delivering us, that's about action. The Lord's going to put forth action. So, and the Lord said He gave people for us. What does that mean? We're going to read it in NLT. Right? Well, we know it means that the Lord killed people for us. But I said verse 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah chapter 53 and verse number 4. Others were given in exchange for you. I traded their lives for yours because you are precious to me. You are honored and I loved you. Right? So the Lord said He gave people lives for ours, meaning He killed them and saved us. So what's He about to do again? He's about to kill all boots on the ground in Babylon if you're not the elect. And He's going to kill everybody else. He's going to give everybody else life for us. Lord willing, that's us. But I'm going to get Daniel chapter 12 and 2. Daniel chapter 12 verse number 2. 1 and 2. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And many of that sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So, hey, the Lord, He said a mouthful right there, but I'm going to hit the key points. The Lord said He's going to deliver us, right? The Lord will deliver us, and it's a time like never before. So that means a lot of action is going to be going forth. A lot of spiritual things is going to be happening. And like the brother was saying, there's too. That pain and regret is that weeping and gnashing of teeth that the Lord spoke about. That's a bad feeling, knowing that you had the talent and you didn't do anything with it. That weeping and gnashing of teeth. But the point is, the Michael's going to deliver us. The Michael's going to give. The Lord's going to give Michael that commandment to deliver us. Lord willing, it's us. But that time, we living in a times like never before, since it was not a nation. Yahushua said the same thing. You got a point?
No, you got it.
Come. I got 2 Maccabees 12. Matter of fact, let me get that parable real quick. And I'll get 2 Maccabees 12. Luke 19 and verse number 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. So we could barely go out. When we go out and teach, we barely go out and get, I never heard I was an Israelite before. We don't really get that no more. So the word is out. So everybody has a talent, or they have the potential to have a talent. So what do you do with that talent? You have to occupy. Do this work. Put forth that action. Verse number 14. But his citizens hated him and sent a messenger after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to get to the last servant. I'm going to keep reading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. And another point is too, the Lord is a businessman. So if you're working at a business and you're not doing what you're supposed to be, if you're not putting in that work, putting forth that action, hey, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your what's your manager going to do? Your boss going to do? He's going to fire you. So the Lord not dealing with nobody that's slothful and don't want to do the work. Verse number 20. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin, for I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And he saith unto him, out of thy own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping what I did not sow. Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury? And he said unto them that stood by, take from him that pound, and give it to him that have 10 pounds. So the Lord going to do away with you if you don't put forth that action. Ultimately, the Lord you're not gonna be defended in the times that we're coming into. And the times you're coming into, you want to be defended. Now, there's, like the brother says, many forms of doing the work, but you have to do this work. Whatever your lot is, you got to put forth some form of action, whether it be flyers, whether it be lessons, whether it be like this. The Lord said, covet the best gifts, whether it be going out and prophesying the downfall of Esau's last kingdom, the greatest kingdom. Yeah. You got to put forth that action. If you want the Lord to put forth action to save you, you got to do this action now. You got precept?
Yeah, come. Let me get this in the book of Proverbs.
I got one more after this.
Come.
I got one more precept, but
come.
Written down.
I'll get two. Right, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 8. The clock sit.
Yep.
This is the book of Proverbs 8 and verse number 17. It says, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. And like the brother said, man, if you want the Most High to defend you, hey, you got to do this work now. He's telling you, he giving you all the keys how to be defended, you know. Hey, serve the Most High now, and you will be defended, man. Right. You don't got to doubt it. If you do that work, if you do this work now, and you're not going to have to doubt it in Jacob's trouble, man. You're going to have a clear conscience, man. Yeah. Because your conscience is going to condemn you if you wasn't doing this work, man. If you was a hypocrite, and your conscience is going to condemn you, man. If you was a liar, and your conscience is going to condemn you in that day. If you really wasn't paying the action, then your conscience will condemn you, you know. This is the book of Proverbs 20, and verse number 4. It says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold, therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing. And you don't. That's a cold feeling, man. You got no blankets out there.
Tabernacles was cold.
Yeah, tabernacle was cold. We had tents, we had coat, we had damn covers. And you gonna have nothing, man. That's what the Lord's saying, man. If you make excuses now, if you make, them weak excuses, man. And you know you're making an excuse, man. If you doing that and you gonna beg, man, and you ain't gonna have nothing, man. Hey, so put this work in, man. Hey, do everything you can, whatever, like the brother said, whatever talents you got, hey, use them. Use them while you can, man. Cause it's gonna be a day where you're not gonna be able to use your talents anymore. You're not gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to make a video. You're not gonna be able to pass out a flyer. You could just make flyers for brothers, man. And you could do a lot of things, man. Women, you could make garments for the brothers, man. And you can make heavy garments. It's cool, You give brothers water, right? You could go out there and teach, build your family up. There's a lot of work that got to be done, man. So it's really no excuse for anybody. Cause if brothers that's at home, hey, you could be doing videos. If you scared to be out there, do a video then, man. Hey, use your talents, while you can, man. Cause the door is shutting. As we see these prophecies kicking off, the door is closing. You're not gonna be able to stick your foot in the door and say, hold on, give me 10 more seconds. You ain't gonna be able to do that, man. Hey, so one more precept, and I'll be it for me. God, this is the book of Isaiah 55 and verse number 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And he's near unto us right now, man. He's near because we could serve him.
Right.
We got a menorah up, man. It's lit. He near, man. Most High, when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst thereof. So the Most High is very near unto his people right now. You got the videos. You got a plethora of videos, man, from all camps, man. You got videos. The Most High near. If that's not the Most High being near, then I don't know.
Come on.
You got brothers breaking down everything on the videos. It's all the honey and milk out there. Brothers are on the highways and byways. The Most High is very near. So you better seek him. Because one day he won't be near, man.
He won't be.
He'll be far, and he's going to be far gone, And you're not going to be able to find him. The Most High said they're going to wander from sea to sea looking for the words of the Most High, and they shall not find it. So seek the Most High, do this work, put that action in before it's too late.
Got it. Yeah, that's a beautiful point. And just to land back what the brother was saying, that's when the servants aren't out anymore. Because Esau doing this misinformation.
Yeah.
When that really hit the fan, when there's no videos and brothers not out teaching no more, that means the Lord's mercy is gone.
Yeah.
That means right now that grace period is going to be closed up. Then it's just going to be straight judgment from there on out. And that's going to be bad. That's what people are going to regret, because a lot of people know. A lot of people know, like we'll talk about it, But a lot of people know what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not going to do it. They still post Happy Passover, but they going out tonight, celebrating damn New Year's. Knowing it's the Passover, they might say Happy Feast dedication, but damn tonight they going out into a club. So they know they're supposed to be doing right. So it's going to be bad. But I got Psalm chapter 32 and verse number 6. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. That's the spirit too, because we know that Esau getting ready to come in like a flood. But if the Lord gonna allow you to drown if you're not drawing nigh unto him now. But Sirach 2 and verse number you got points?
It's like you wrote.
No, you good.
Cause like the brother said, like the enemy's coming like a flood.
Right.
What did Noah do, man? He built the ark.
Right. Yep.
So when the enemy come in, you wanna be on that ark, man.
Right.
Same what we're doing right now. We spiritually getting ready, man. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Noah built the ark. Like, he had action.
Yeah.
He didn't have faith that the ark was just gonna. It's just gonna come together. He grabbed a hammer or whatever. A hammer, nails. He probably had a homemade nail gun or who knows? Because the Lord says nothing new under the sun. But he worked and put forth that action. And the brothers always say it was like 120 years. I'll have to go and go into it. But it was a long time. And the truth, brothers been out since the late 60s. Late 60s. So a long time. And we building that spiritual ark. So we got to put forth that action. Sirach chapter 2 and verse number 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. So the God of the whole earth, Yahweh, he's not going to defend you. Here it is that you're in a faithful, right, a faint-hearted spirit, knowing that the God of the whole earth has called you and showed you your God-given, your true heritage, your nationality. You're not going to be defended. All right, let me get my closing precept. First Maccabees chapter, just to show forth an action. All right, our mighty brother Judas, or Judah. The faith that he had and the action he put forth, and the things that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai did for him, for having trust and faith in him. Second Maccabees chapter 12. I know I didn't write down the wrong precept. Hold on, Salaki, bear with me for a second. Second Maccabees chapter 10 and verse number 28. Now the sun being newly risen, they joined both together, the one part having together with their virtue, their refuge, also Yahweh for a pledge for their success and victory, for the other side making their rage the leader of their battle. And that's how Esau gonna be. In Jacob's trouble, Esau's making madness and fury and his kingdom falling, the rage of his power source on what he's doing to fuel him. But we have to know that Yahweh is our that strength coming from the heavens. That Yahweh is about that action, and he is our strength. Same way Judas did. And having that wisdom of the Most High and that fear of the Most High, and knowing that he's gonna deliver us. Now we can't say for sure this is gonna happen, but this is what our power did for our brother Judas. Verse number 29. But when the battle waxed strong, there appeared unto the enemies from heaven 5 comely men upon horses with bridles of gold, and 2 of them led the Jews, and took Maccabeus betwixt them, and covered him on every side with their weapons, and kept him safe, but shot arrows and lightnings against the enemies, so that being confounded with blindness and full of trouble, they were killed. Right? The Lord literally sent 2 angels down to defend him. Now I believe it. Right? Brothers believe it. When all hell break loose and Esau come with his tanks and his drones and whatever he got that he don't want to show nobody, we truly believe that the power of the universe, Yahweh, through his son Yahushua, could send 2 angels down who what the world saying UAPs, and defend us on each side. We know, we see, brothers see the chariots. The Lord is showing everybody the chariots, but nobody believing. But we believe the scriptures first and foremost, and they literally just said that the Lord sent 2 chariots down to defend our brother Judas. Now that's truly about that action, to kill them, not to scare them, not to burn them. And when you go into like the FEMA, you know FEMA. When you go into the FEMA handbook, it literally says what to do if you encounter a UFO. It said don't stand under it, don't do certain things. I looked it up.
Wow.
So they know the chariots is real.
Damn.
They know, and we know that we're gonna be delivered in a time soon to come. But with that, I give honor, glory, praise to the Most High God. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I say shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Continue to suffer patiently and waiting for Yahushua, because he on his way, right? Shalom.
Shalom.